Hey, welcome to They Said. I'm Ian, and these are my ladies.
Well, thank you for being polite about it. You could have gone another way, but you did not.
What other way would I have gone?
I don't know.
Like, these are my bitches.
That's
here.
what I was thinking.
Yo, welcome to They Said. I'm Ian, and these are my bitches. Yo. Can we just start off by discussing group text messages?
Yes.
And how much I hate them.
Because you're not an iPhone, so you don't get included. And then when you text back, it goes directly to the person, so it's not to the group. So, yeah, we need to
Does it just go to the person?
Were you texting her earlier?
Yeah.
I didn't see any of it.
Yeah, I got separate texts.
I sent a group text out today, too. I wonder if that...
I didn't get none.
Because we have this communication problem. I don't know if you all feel me. I feel like maybe it's just me operating text messages. But then we're all here and a text message came through you saying, do you want to cancel? And I'm like, oh, she's saying, do you want to cancel? And apparently
And I was like, that was half an hour ago.
which explains, Aaron, when you send out a text message to me, the way it comes in, I'm like, I don't know who is first here because the responses, like your question is like second down the line. And
It looks like you need a new phone anyway, so.
I think I need to go back to my flip phone is what I need to go back to.
Whenever I see somebody with one of those, I have to do like a double take. Like, what is?
I have one of those.
Oh yeah, you have that one. I remember that.
We have to laugh at those people.
It's a double take
that's
thing
the
because you don't
other
see
one.
them anymore.
Yeah.
Do you see flip phones?
My mom has it. She just got one, and it's like it was so expensive. It was more expensive than getting an iPhone. It was like almost $200
Really?
because they don't carry them that much anymore, and she doesn't like all this shit.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
Because an iPhone, I mean, a flip phone is pretty simple. Do you ever see flip phones around?
And like I said, it's rarely. When I do, I'm always have to like.
I have some coworkers, but they're older, and I think I loved mine because it was simpler kind of thing. But
Yeah, the other one I have, it's for my other line that I have, and it was cheap. It was just for Boost. It's for Boost Mobile. No, because like this shit, it's expensive. Sometimes I can't pay it, and the other one is just $50. So I get this one cut off, and I use the other one.
it's just like when my bank account gets low, I write a check and put it in the other one. Totally, I don't do that, people. Well, you know, it's interesting too because my dad, who is like 68, I think 68 or something like that. He has got an iPhone 5. And I'm like, what? How do you have an iPhone 5? I can't even fucking work this Galaxy.
My mom has an iPhone and she has like the long like old thing and she uses
The pen.
Yeah.
Oh, they have pen. Oh,
No, she went. It's separate for like something like for like those stylus things for one of those old like what are those things called? Those.
The
A
Nintendo.
tablet?
No, not a tablet. Those old like I don't know. Anyways, she has them.
What do they
Like it
call
looks really
that?
fancy.
A Palm
Palm
Pilot.
Pilot, thank you.
Do they still have Palm Pilots?
No, that's why they're like those things are cheap.
Wait, Palm Pilots didn't last long either, did
No.
they?
No.
I felt like I remember those. I mean,
You feel like you are.
those years were hazy. How was your weekends? Anything exciting?
I worked too much this weekend. Way too much.
Oh,
I know. I came out last night because I wanted to, like, it's one of those days when you say, you know what, I'm going out to get trash today. And I did that yesterday. I came out and I got, like, fucked up.
So did I.
Yeah?
I never go outside on Monday, but I went yesterday.
did you get fucked up?
I saw you.
No, I remember I wasn't supposed to say anything.
I said you could.
Oh, you.
I said if you needed it, I said. No, yeah, I did. It was interesting. I can't do that every week. Shit, like maybe you guys will be in like a year, but like that was intense.
How was it waking up this morning? I already know you this afternoon.
I was drunk until like 2.
It took me a while to like realize it's Monday. Get up, get up, get up. I was like, shit.
My intent was to go out and get all sloppy drunk yesterday, but I lasted one cocktail and was like, I'm going home. Because I completed a half marathon!
Yay!
Where's my medal?
Oh my god.
I got a medal.
Did everybody get them?
Shut up, Alejandra.
It was just a question.
Yes, everybody got a damn
'Cause I
medal.
No,
saw
that's cool.
like this picture on Facebook. It was like 2 hours after everything, and there was still somebody running coming up on the 163, and there was traffic already running.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to look at it?
I would.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, it's very valuable. It is metal. Yeah, so I did I followed through and I completed the half marathon, which was pretty amazing. And here's the thing, and I felt like, God, because I posted shit on Facebook and all that. I'm like, oh my God, why am I like doing it? But I have come to the conclusion, it's because it can inspire somebody. And here's the thing, today I noticed like 3 different people were putting their, and I think it's great because it's inspiring to other people, but they were putting in their runs, like how many miles, like someone did 1.5 miles and was so proud of that, and then another person did like 1 mile, and I think it's so great to see that. But yeah, this was amazing.
That's cool.
It was absolutely flippin' amazing. It's I think leading up to it is the hardest part, obviously, because you're like, oh my God, I gotta go out running. Oh my God. Blah, blah. And then half marathon is 13 miles. And then the furthest I had ever ran was 8 miles, and that was last Thursday.
You're just like, we're gonna just
Well,
go.
I knew I have the stamina. So I knew I could do it, and then when you get there, it's like 20,000 people apparently were participating in this. I placed 4th, which is really good. From last.
It was you on this 163.
Can you imagine? I would have done it just for the news cameras. I meant all that.
People are honking.
But there's like 20,000 people, and the energy behind it was amazing. And then you just start going, and to me anyway, running, it's always harder in the beginning, and that means you're training, and that means like when you're actually out running, I swear like the first mile to me, because all my joints are like killing me, and then you loosen up, and I saw like, the most beautiful thing. I got to like past mile 10, and by that point I'm like emotional, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this.
I saw your Facebook.
I'm not even kidding. I kept getting like tears well up, and I'm like, and I did it in memory of my mom and all that stuff. But I just kept getting tears, and it was more of like, I'm fucking doing this shit. And those that know me know I cry at I watch romantic movies and I cry. I cry at the Sarah McLachlan songs or animal commercials. Oh my God, I cry. So I'm running, and this man pulls his girlfriend onto the grass by Morley Field and gets down on one knee and proposes.
Oh my God.
And she's like, and I'm like, oh my God, it was a very emotional day. But it was amazing. I'm going to shoot for doing the marathon next year.
Wow.
I know, and I'm already, my legs are sore, but I'm already looking for the next one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Everyone says it, but it's, it's definitely a goal that I recommend, because the feeling of just, when you come to the finish and you cross that finish, I can't even describe that feeling.
Was there a lot of people crying at the finish line?
No.
Maybe it doesn't hit until later.
I was.
I'm sure.
And then the fucking photographers are like up taking pictures. I'm like, if somebody takes a picture of me with like tears. It's weird because afterwards, I think yesterday, and you saw me, I went to Baby Cakes, and I had to sit because my legs were just like jelly. And then today I woke up and I could barely walk. It's great. But that's where it kind of clicked, and I was like, holy shit, I just ran 13 miles. I ran a half marathon. And I'm proud of it because not everyone does it, and because I worked hard to get to it, and it's amazing.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Courtney. Oh, and Dustin's not here.
In case you didn't notice.
This is Dustin. This is our bisexual person. This is our lesbian.
Our black lesbian. We have to have a black person on this show.
Oh, it has to be a black lesbian?
Because
I thought that's how we were gonna get. Bam, bam. You got
Okay,
you
so-
lesbian and you black person in one person.
So we've already had a hard time finding a lesbian, let alone now we have to find a black lesbian.
They're out there.
There's I just saw a bisexual guy on Facebook.
You gotta sit him over there.
Okay, got it. All right, well, we are going to take a break and then we're going to jump into a little question.
Yes, over there.
I have a question. Okay, there's a mini story that goes behind it, but I'll tell the
Well, tell us the
question
mini story.
that leads up to the question. Okay, so I think you guys know, maybe not, that I work as a teacher's assistant in the kindergarten classrooms.
Yes.
And so I help the kids, like I do assessing, and I help them like with their letters, and I help the teacher, whatever the teacher needs to do. And so sometimes I pull them, like, so it's just me and the kid, and we're talking about stuff. And I don't remember what exactly happened. I think one of the little boys, we had to do like colors. We were trying to see if he knew his colors. And when it got to pink, he said, "Oh, that's a girl's color." And I was like, "Well, you know, I have lots of friends that are boys that like pink." And he said, "Oh, well, then he's a gay boy." And I said, "What does that mean?" Like, just, you know, I just want to know what he said. And he said, "It means that they like gross stuff and they're disgusting." And I was like,
Oh, he was saying boys that like boys are gross.
he didn't say boys that like boys. He just said a gay boy is somebody that's gross and is disgusting. And they like pink stuff and girly stuff. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Is it my place to tell him that he's wrong? I mean, to tell him what gay means? Because obviously his parents haven't taught him the proper, he's 5. He's all, you know, I also have to think about that. But is it my place to say something? Or do I just like tell him, well, that's not nice to say and move on? Or what would you guys have done?
I'd have slapped the shit out of him.
Okay.
Alejandra
I
has
looked at her face and I was like, she's gonna beat the kid. She's gonna beat the kid.
No, but seriously, I think, you know, like, just tell him, you know, that's not nice, and move on and see where is he getting, like, how is he getting this approach by his parents, you know, maybe talk to them or something.
It's interesting because I kind of had which is going to lead me into a question after that relates to this, because I dealt with this last weekend with like some of my like sister's friends who all have little kids about that age,
Okay.
and it kind of came up like that. What I want to say is that you should totally teach him, you know, gay, born that way, blah, 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 but let's be realistic, you can't do that in schools yet. I think you as an educator, it's about teaching respect for people, you know what I mean? And to treat everybody equally. I don't know how you convey that in like doing it as, you know, as
Yeah.
a kid, but I think the ultimate lesson is to teach, like, to treat everybody fairly and equally, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's unfortunate that probably starts at the home.
Yeah.
And yeah, how did you handle it?
Well, I was really taken aback, and at first I said, well, gay doesn't mean that somebody likes disgusting things, so I'm going to tell you that that's wrong. And I said, and it's not a nice thing to say if you're trying to make somebody, you know, if you're trying to say it in a bad way. And he said, whatever, I know what I'm talking about. And I was like, okay, well, this is not, I'm not going to. He's kind of had attitude. He obviously has like older brothers, I think, or something that are like, so I was like,
think
okay.
it could be even his parents.
You know, who knows? So at that point I was like, okay, well, let me do my job. I tried to do what I can. I'm not going to sit here and argue with him. He's 5.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is going to come up again and again. I'm always going to be working with kids, so.
Well, and I feel like it could lead into like worse things in the future, you know? And I find it interesting because like we just had Harvey Milk Day, and I also read that that state of California schools, I think it's just state of California, when they update their textbooks, they have to start including LGBT history into it. And they're also, California schools are also supposed to, on Harvey Milk Day, supposed to be teaching about Harvey Milk and
That's
who
awesome.
Harvey Milk was.
that'd
Like
be
that's passed the state legislature and all that stuff too. So this brings me up to a question along these lines.
Okay.
Because like I, have been going to my nephew's baseball games, and he's 9. So I'm meeting all the parents. My nephew's got 2 gunkles. And I'm going to these baseball games, totally into it, and then afterwards we all go. Like the last time was to my sister's house, and all the adults were all drinking in the jacuzzi. And it makes it very interesting because this is out in Corona, so it's suburbia. Everyone goes to church apparently, except my sister. And I was in the jacuzzi, and someone, and I adore her, she asks a lot of questions to me about, because I'm a gay man. Like, she asks every question, even trans questions. I'm like, I don't know. I don't. And some of them you're like, oh my God. And all the guys are sitting there. And this has happened once before, where gay marriage comes up. And then they ask me the questions, and then she flat out said, look, I don't approve of same-sex marriage. And then the argument and the defense is the Bible. How the hell do you handle something like that? And me being a gay man and me being very emotional and getting into it.
Yeah.
And then you have all the guys right there that are about to chime in too.
Yeah.
And then her not, she doesn't want her kids to believe in it either.
Yeah. It's hard. When the Bible one is hard, but it's like, but don't they understand that not everybody is that religion? Not everybody believes in the Bible, so it doesn't encompass everybody, and I don't understand why they think that like that's an excuse they can use, and that they want to follow that, but they don't follow everything else in the Bible. Like, why are they being so? There's a word I'm looking for, and I keep doing the quotes thinking I'll think of it, but I can't think of the word.
And she kind of had me stumped because, and you know whose reference I was doing? Like, when I watched Sean Sala on that UTTV interview, the battle with that guy, like that's what I was thinking in my, because I don't know the fucking Bible.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, like I feel like, okay, then we need to like at least know the things so you can like quote it so you because when you're going to argue with somebody, you have to know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, and I was trying to say the interracial marriage, all over that. It's like trying to pull it out of my ass. I'm like, great, now I just sound like a drunk man. I'm like, God damn it, you cannot win this argument with me. Okay, now you're from a Latin family. What is your family, not like your mom, but you're part of your family, are they?
Like, my grandma, she's like not that religious, but like once it comes to the whole gay thing, she's very narrow-minded. Like, she still calls me he, and she calls me by my first name, and then she makes sure that the people that's around us know that I'm not a girl. So and so this is like not even discussed in my family because I don't believe in marriage. Nobody in my family believes in marriage, so it doesn't matter whether it passes or not. So it doesn't affect them either or. So, but we don't quote Bible things or anything.
Well, and that's what a lot of them do.
I mean, like I have a big crucifix on top of my bed, and the Bible's open on my. I just know that because my mom told me, because I hear weird shit in my house and stuff like that. She goes, just read that, and you'll be at peace and at ease. So, and the Bible's always open on that verse.
Oh,
I pray every night, no matter how drunk I am. I'm gonna go like this.
Do you really?
Yeah, every night.
Something we didn't know about Alejandra. She is very holy. Does it bother you when your grandma? I mean, would it?
My mom's talked to her, and like my aunts have talked to her, and she doesn't care. She's just she's from a small town in Mexico, so she's so narrow-minded.
Yeah.
Like I talk shit to her, like straight up. I've been yelling at her and cussing her out and stuff like that. And it's just like, my mom's just like, stop. She's not gonna get it. So, and I'm like, okay, whatever, Now, like, before she used to come, when she come down here and she would stay with us, she doesn't stay with us anymore. She stays with my other aunt. But then again, she picks, in every family, she has somebody that she doesn't like and she picks on them. So, it's not just me.
I don't think I would, like I've said this to family members too, like if I were to have a partner, I would not, and like my family members do not support me like getting married kind of thing, I don't need to be a part of their lives. Like, if you don't support me wholly, then, I mean, screw you.
Yeah.
But you know the funny part is, like, my grandma loved my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, the guy I was living with and everything, and then, like, she goes, I don't understand why you left him. I'm like, excuse me.
Well, and that's like my sister's friend. She's like, I love the gays. I love everything about them. She doesn't have a problem with our lifestyle. She just doesn't think that we should get married.
How can she look at you in the face and say that to you?
A couple cocktails.
Apparently.
But I have a lot more respect that someone could be like, tell me, like, I have respect for her in that sense, that she was able to say it to me rather than say, oh, of course I believe in gay marriage, and then go around and vote yes on Prop 8.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Which had also happened. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we are going to take a break and come back with a viewer question. I want long hair just so you can do that.
There's a weave.
I want to weave. Just go, oh god, I'm gonna be a racist.
To weave on like this.
So, oh my god. First, props to Film Out San Diego.
Yeah.
Because I went on opening night, which was Thursday night. Right? Thursday night or Wednesday night was opening night?
I don't remember.
You went.
Wednesday, yeah. I think it was Wednesday.
Night. And I saw GBF. Hilarious, gay best friend. It was a really good. Oh my god! It had every gay pun you could possibly imagine. And I was on the floor laughing. The lead was a little twink that I thought was cute, which was really creepy because I'm getting old. Because the older guys always like the little skinny twink.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gross. But it was good. And then
My soul must be an older gay man.
Wait, you like little twinks?
Yeah.
Ugh, no. I like big, hairy, massive.
Oh. No.
I mean, I've gone out with twinkish, but that's just for sex.
There's a line though. Like if they look like they're 12, I have to get the.
Well, that's a good thing.
Because there's some of them you don't know if they're allowed to be in the car.
See, you like this tall.
Ever since I was in high school, tall, skinny white boys have always been my type. Husband, short.
Watch
chubby,
your
black-
hands, Courtney. Oh, wait, you threw in skinny. Never mind.
Shut up! Anyways.
And you're a bear chaser.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I'm all over the map. I like men. Well, there's boys.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like, mainly it's just like if they're white, it's what attracts me the most.
Oh God, both of you. Tonight I can't take this. Okay, oh my God,
Dustin's white too, and he looks like it. He's here.
Well, I have blonde hair, blue eyes. I found out today that like 80% of American. Denise made me feel special today because apparently 80%. The country, I think, all have brown eyes.
1, 2, 3 people right here that have blue.
4, Julian has.
Julian, you have blue too?
Julian, you
Green.
have dark hair and green eyes. See, it's completely my type.
There's a lot of tension in here tonight.
I do like dark hair, light colored eyes. I think that's one of the most sexiest qualities. Okay, so our viewer question. Come on, he just so happens to have it. He's straight. I don't like straight boys.
I'll trick him.
I'll trick him? That's really...
Screw the boyfriend. I'll trick him.
I'll trick him.
Well, I was gonna say I'll bend him, but if it's straight. I didn't mean like bending him over. I mean like bent.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm pretty sure bend means bend. Okay, the question is, to bring it back to another positive note, why can't the... Alejandra. Why can't the LGBT community come together on common issues? Why do we knock our own down?
Because we're bitches.
See, age-old question.
Age-old question. If we could figure it out, we would have peace in the world. I believe because we all, let's put it like this. All straight people don't have the same beliefs or views, and they're straight, so therefore just because I'm part of the gay community, we're not expected to all have the same ideals, beliefs, kind of thing. So of course there's going to be disagreements.
It's the same in the straight community too. I'm thinking the word that came to mind is power. That somebody fighting wants to have the claim to oh, I was the one that led the way, and then it can cause tension, and I see that happen often. So
because it's still a civil rights thing that's going on. I do see that. Alejandra, I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I don't. I'm always fighting with the gays, with the lesbians, with the trannies, with everybody.
Here's the thing. You're part of Pride.
Yeah.
Related to that, and there's disagreements there on things.
Well, actually, I get along mostly with gay guys, and everybody that I'm working with is gay guys for the most. And so, even my boyfriend said, "You're not a transsexual. You're a gay and a tranny's body."
Oh my!
You just got all complicated.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. Because I don't hang out with them, If I do, it's they're always bitching and catty and stuff. The only thing I do is go to that group on the center, that transgender group, and that's because they're forced to not fight, but. They had a fight a couple weeks ago, and so.
Why do you go to because you just started going to this group. Why did you start going? Or
I went to another group that they have at Bienestar over there in North Park, and when I've always
Bienestar?
Bienestar.
I didn't even know that was still around.
It was long time ago. So the first time I went to this group, it was honestly all the hookers on the pages. And they were just posting who has the best shit and who's doing this and that. So I stopped going, and then the girls that have Sunday nights here, she's part of that group, the new group over here.
At the center.
Yeah, and so the girls started coming and supporting her night, So then they invited me, and I told them, I said, I don't like that because you're just showing off and this and that. She goes, no, you know what, this is different. So I went, and I kind of like how the vibe it's in there, It's there's this bitches showing off and stuff like that, but for the most, it's they're getting advice, and they're like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had an immigration lawyer coming over, and then they're gonna have I'm finding out stuff that I didn't knew through the group, because they have Carolina that's gonna come down there and give some advice and all that stuff.
Things about sex.
Yeah. So.
Nice. So and now you start going to use that group a lot.
Yeah, and I start bringing in people now.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Especially because the center's building more on the whole trans community.
Yeah.
Did you go to the meeting last Wednesday?
I went
to town hall.
No, the meeting at the center about the trans project Trans.
I didn't know because I worked Tuesday night.
I was gonna go, but yeah, I had to.
I worked Tuesday night, and
that's a good point, because I actually heard that kind of went where some people, some from the trans community kind of felt that, why is this happening now? It's a little too late, kind of thing, and we're pissed off and up in arms about that. And I'm like, look, it's happening.
And you know what? And I didn't see nobody doing anything about it before, So,
Right.
the one that I really see involved in this is Blue Montana. She's always involved in everything. Well, he. I know. You know what? I have a friend that it's a trans man too, and I told him, I said, it's taking me a little bit of getting used to it, but and so he goes, well, you don't see me calling you by your first name. I was like, when you met me, I was Alejandra already. I said, when I met you, you were somebody else. So,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Do you find that the community gets, because this has happened to me, do you think that if you do accidentally say he or she, and they've already started the change, and they get pissed off, do you think, is that a response you get a lot?
It does happen, but to me, it doesn't matter to me because I'm confident enough where, if you call me a he, I don't care,
Do you correct the person, though, or do you understand where they're coming from?
Depends on who they are, and how they say it. Like to me, sometimes it just slips out, you know. And then I told my friend, like I tell my friend, I say, you know what? It's taking me time. I'm getting there. I already stop calling you by your other names. I'm calling you this name. So just and other girls do get pissed off because I had this friend that her name is Jamie, but I met her as Jimmy. So it slips out,
It's too similar. If you're gonna do it, I think you gotta it's gotta be somehow different. That's too you know what I mean?
My middle name is Alex, so.
What was your boy name? You're supposed to be on. Oh wait, you have a microphone.
Well, Alex was my real middle name.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you went by your middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that. Oh, I guess okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think also part of it is the ego. There's people. Well, that goes with power, though. Egos are part of power, and everybody wants to feel like they claimed, or what I mean.
Yeah. Or if like with my poster, they didn't like the way I was. They didn't like my choice of how I was choosing to fight. So if they're not doing it, you're gonna need to do it our way or no way, and so everybody has their own opinions and differences.
Yeah, which of that part, again, going back to that, I think it's fucking bullshit. Hey. I'm just gonna drop the F-bomb one more time. All right, we are the events.
I have the Voices of Pride tomorrow.
Oh, how is the Voices of Pride?
I haven't been to any of them. They're just coming to my night to do it, so.
Oh, which is like a singing competition.
Yeah, it's like 6 weeks. They're doing it at different bars, and then on the 6th week, I think, or 7th, they're gonna choose the winner from each night. They choose a different winner, and they all go to the finals. They're gonna be opening for Monica at the main stage. Yeah. Whoever
That's
wins.
a pretty cool
It is cool.
opportunity. Keep spitting the spit bubbles out. So you're all happy about the Voice of Pride?
It doesn't matter to me. Honestly, it has nothing to do with
you're not
me.
even, I was fishing, so we'll just talk about that next Monday, Alejandra, and we'll find out how tomorrow night went for you.
Okay.
Well, I have a half marathon on Saturday that I'm doing. Totally kidding.
Oh, I know.
I'm totally kidding. All right, Courtney, anything?
No.
Yeah, our lives are boring. What's coming in? AIDS-Walk registration's open.
Somebody was just asking me, "Are you ready for Palm Springs?" And I was like, "What?" They were like, "Pride." I'm like, "That's in November."
We got a lot of events in between then and now.
We gotta deal with our local first.
And I got some really exciting news today that I can't share yet, but get ready. What they said. We'll see you next week.